It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. Greg, you get to a game like this, you love to make it. As we watch and get ready, you just watch the highlight after the the ball in the air. Down the field, we got two big-arm quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this one.
And if you love offensive football and you love high-level quarterback play, we've got a matchup that I think you're going to be pretty excited to sit down and take in alongside us, because every blade of grass is an opportunity to deliver the ball. And the amount of pressure on these defenses to defend the entire field, knowing there is no throw-off limit, there is no route that cannot be unleashed. This is the ultimate test for any defense, and you have two quarterbacks like this lined up under center.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Throwing right away is Allen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Cook. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now a design run. It's Allen. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On third and goal, here's Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Passes kick is good. And the Bills are up to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow now. Open man is the tight end Sample. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Back to his big tight end, Gesicki.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Looking out of the gun, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yusibov. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Taken in by Gesicki. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Not looking good for Buffalo.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. They got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead. TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Moore going in motion. They go play action now. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Just bear with me for a second here, Mike, as everybody loses their mind about why is this play caller throwing the ball on 2nd and inches. The idea is you want to throw on what they call run downs, and this clearly was one of those, and what you're not accounting for is a sack as it brings up third down.
3rd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one completes to Palmer. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by D.J. Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the ground, it's Brown. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And this time, he's in. Chase Brown Touchdown, Bengals. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive started. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Motion man is the tight end going right. To throw again, it's Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are back within 4. It is 14-10. Time coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end motioning left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Gesicki, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it will be second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Burrow now to throw on first down. They try to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a third down and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Second down, Burrow. To the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals are out to a 21-10 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Cook. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Big T.J. Slayton on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Buffalo.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen on first down. That one complete to Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. We've already picked up good yardage. We've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he will score! Game on! James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two. Allen. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. They've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock. So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, and now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Burrow here on second down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Bunker down. They'll set him under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. After that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
It is 2nd and a yard. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now, on 2nd and long. Now it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now, a big 3rd down. To throw is Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, And we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Burrow to throw. Oh, what a pressure there. He can't get a throw away. And he's taken down. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And not the greatest of kicks there. They're going to mark it on this side of midfield. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st down. Allen to throw. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. A run with Davis. He'll work his way only to the 23. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
I like this outcome. Thanks for sharing this content.